Okay guys, this is my 2003 Lexus GS300 that I have manual swapped with a CD-009 transmission out of a Nissan 370Z. Can also be found in late model 350Zs. And I used the adapter kit from SerialNine called the CD-Pro. That includes the bell housing and a new shifter linkage assembly here that will offset the shifter further forward to where the OEM shifter cutout hole would be, because otherwise it would be way back here with the CD009 OEM linkage. What's also cool about it is that it includes this, lets you offset it to the left or wherever you want. As you may know, the GS has a cup holder on the right and the shifter on the left, and if you were to have the shifter directly in the middle, you would have to delete your cup holder and just have this big open plate where your shifter was. So this is really cool because it allows you to use your factory shifter cutout in the panel that goes here. Also, you may notice I have a handbrake here. This is, I would say, pretty mandatory for this conversion because the CD-Pro does not come with a clutch pedal or master cylinder or anything. So there's actually a kit from Heat Lightning Speed Shop in Georgia that includes two brackets. It includes the bracket right here for the Wilwood clutch pedal and master cylinder that they include in the kit. Here's the dark brown bracket here to mount it, and it mounts where the factory floor brake originally would. So as you can imagine, that had to be relocated over here to the handbrake. This is a handbrake out of an SC300 that I was lucky enough to find in black, so it matches my interior. And this is the Heat Lightning bracket that allows you to mount that to the tunnel here. And I had to cut out a little piece of that to allow clearance for this shifter. The instructions for the Heat Lightning bracket do not mention anything about this other bracket that is for the armrest support. You got to cut out a pretty decent amount of this bracket to allow this cable to run through at the angle that it needs to meet these 2 points. And even with cutout like this cable still barely fits, and it's at a really tight angle, but it does work. And I had to cut out part of the carpet to allow everything to fit the way it's supposed to, and then I have a leather OEM boot from the SC300 that goes over this and covers all this and the carpet and all that when it's on, so that'll look good. Also, right here I had to hammer out the tunnel to allow clearance for the transmission by quite a bit actually, and these dash support brackets on both sides bolted in at that exact spot, so there's a hole underneath there you can't see, and then I had to actually reshape the ends of these brackets to curve around the new curvature of the tunnel, so that they fit the way they're supposed to, and these holes where the radio mounts up will more or less line up where they are supposed to. You also need it to line up over here where the glove box and the dash mount on both sides. So it's very important that these dash support brackets fit as close to OEM as possible because you can't really go without them. See, there's a ground on this one for the radio. Need that. So that is all the work that I had to do to make all this fit, but it's finally done and I'm excited. I give it a thumbs up.